Hello. Hello. What am I? Hello. I know it's been a hot minute since I last uploaded, but I really wanted to have a down-to-earth conversation with people, anyone who would watch this. I've just been in the shower, hence why my hair's wet and I'm too lazy to dry it before I've done the video. And I was having some thoughts, as you do in the shower, and I was thinking about life. And oh god, this sounds so weird. Basically, okay, like you go to school, okay, and the teacher science, maths, English, IT, food, PE, whatever, right, you get taught that, and it's like the basics of life. When it's funny because I've never used any of that at all. Like maths, fair enough, basic maths, yes, but not like algebra and all that crap, and like literacy, like don't need Shakespeare's poem to work in a like corner shop, do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm getting off track. But the one thing that I feel like they should have taught people or spread more awareness about was, one, how hard life actually is and how hard life is going to be for these children who are grown up into young adults and then into adults, and how mental health is like a massive part of growing up, especially around a lot of people who are early 20s, mid 20s. It's a hard time. You're growing up and you're finding who you are. When you're in school, you don't know who you are. You don't know what type of person you're going to be. There's loads of things that happen in life that shape you into becoming the person that you're going to be. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm 22 years old and I thought I found myself not so long ago. And I was extremely happy to then have the worst few weeks of my life that I've ever had, because I was actually bottling a lot of stuff up and telling myself that I was fine and that I was genuinely happy in life, when really I wasn't. I was just putting that front on and telling myself and other people that everything's okay, everything's cool, when no, that's not the case at all. So I feel like in schools nowadays, especially nowadays, there's like, especially like, I don't want to bring it up, like, but it is a massive thing. Suicide, like, it's getting, I mean, I'm not saying it's getting more and more common, because it probably was very common, but it was just never spoken about and it was never cared about like it should be, until now, and it still isn't really like that big now, like it should be a massive thing. The rate of young children who haven't even had a life yet, or found the type of person that they are, or like, I don't know, just children, literal children that are committing suicide. And that's why I feel like in schools it should be a lesson, do you know what I mean? A 15-minute lesson to an hour's lesson, teaching you about life and teaching you about mental health and how it can affect you, what things you can do to help overcome this. Like, if I was told when I was younger all of this, I mean, it probably wouldn't have prevented it, but at least I would have been aware, and you know, and to know that you're not alone. I think that's the main thing, is everyone who's going through stuff and struggling, and I personally feel this way, is you feel like you're totally alone, and that no one else could possibly be feeling the way that you're feeling, and stuff like that. But that's not the case at all. So many people are going through it. I know so many of my friends go through it, but no one speaks about it. No one talks about it, because speaking from personal opinion, like not personal opinion but personal facts of like the type of person that I am and who I am, I'm not going to speak for anybody else because I don't know what anyone else is thinking, but I don't like coming across as a weak person. And I know that sounds stupid, because having anxiety and having depression and having other things wrong, that's not a weakness at all. If anything, it makes you a stronger person than you ever were before, because every single day that you're still here, you're a survivor, do you know what I mean? And that's the way people have got to look at it. But I don't personally like speaking about it to people, because one, I feel like a burden, which I know a lot of other people do also. That's why people don't speak up about it, because everyone is going through something. Everyone you see is having a hard time in life. No one is like plain sailing through life, as much as it might look from it, like on Instagram and Facebook, like, oh, they've got the perfect life, nothing could possibly go wrong in their life, like they're rich, do you know what I mean, they've been privileged and all this. Like, that's not the case at all. Like, everyone is unhappy at some point in their life, sometimes more than others. Basically, all I want to say is that speak to someone. Like, people are stronger when they're together rather than alone. And I know it's hard because personally I don't trust anyone, and I don't like speaking to anyone about it. I mean, I have recently, which it really did help. I was really struggling, like more than I ever have before, and I like basically had like a little, well, not a little, a big talk with my parents, and they were so supportive, like insanely supportive. And then I thought, you know what, like, I'm gonna reach out to like my closest friends and I'm gonna tell them what's been going on, because no one knows what you're going through unless you tell them. No one's a mind reader. I personally, I act happy all the time because I am a bubbly person, a confident person, but I'm also a shy person, an unhappy person. There's two sides to everybody. Well, there's more than two sides. Everyone has multiple sides and multiple personalities. But if you're going through something, make sure that you speak to someone. If they truly care about you, they will listen, and it'll help getting that off your chest, and you'll feel like a weight has been lifted, at least temporarily, until you can figure out a way to deal with it. Because I've learned that I was diagnosed with anxiety the back end of 2017, and I learned to just kind of cope with it. It's really difficult, but there's nothing you can do about it, and I refuse to take tablets because I feel like tablets don't help. But I set goals for myself, and I got into modelling. I started this YouTube channel. I know I haven't posted any videos because I haven't had the motivation at all, but I do want to get back into it. I just didn't know how. I didn't want to post just like a boring video because I'm very self-conscious and I like everything to be a certain way, and like I'm a bit of like a perfectionist when it comes to myself and like the things I do. I've gotten into editing. I've got like 2 fan pages and stuff where I do a lot of video and image editing on there, and I'm like progressing a lot. And same with my modelling, I've progressed so much. I've been published in 2 magazines, which is like amazing. I've just gotten a new job which I start next Monday, and you know, you set them, like it's so little, like the littlest goals. Like even if you set a goal to literally leave your house and walk around the block or something, or you know, do a little favour for a neighbour. I didn't even know what I was gonna write. Do a favour for someone that you care about, and it's rewarding and it lifts you up, it lifts them up, and you know, you're doing something, you have a purpose. Everyone in this world has a purpose. There's a reason why you've been brought in this world. There's a reason why you're here living today. And for everyone and anyone who is struggling, I do feel your pain. You're not alone. Everyone needs to stick together, and we can conquer this. We can all fight together. But that's basically that's basically what I wanted to say about schools and spreading more awareness. But yeah, I know it's a bit of a weird video, but I just wanted to be really real and honest about how I was feeling about mental health and life, because it is extremely difficult, really difficult. And but yeah, I do hope you've somewhat gotten something out of this video, and you can kind of implement it into your life, like set goals and little tasks for yourself. And it honestly does help. It really does, coming from someone who is going through this. Like, it does honestly help. at least for a while. But you need to find some sort of motivation, because that's what happens. You lose motivation and then you sleep a lot or you don't sleep at all, and it's just downhill spiral from there, and you're not going to get better, you're only going to get worse because you're getting a negative mindset and stuff like that. And I know it's hard, but please try and surround yourself with people. I know that you probably don't want to speak to anybody, because when I'm in that frame of mind, I lock myself in my room and I don't speak to anyone, not even my family, and it's horrible, but it's literally how I feel. But honestly, when I unlock my door and I leave my room and I go and speak to my mum and dad literally for like 1 second, like, even if it's just a question and the answer, and I'm like, right, like the communication is gone, and then I start like speaking to them more, and then I end up sitting down with them and watching telly with them, and it does make you feel so much better, it really does. For all I didn't want to, I pushed myself out of my comfort zone and then I was fine. So yeah, but hopefully I will start getting back into YouTube a little bit more if you want more videos like this, because I feel like this is what I'm more comfortable doing. I'm not comfortable doing like gimmicky stuff like buying stuff off eBay and like reviewing them and like doing like stupid challenge videos and stuff like that. Like, it's just not me, and I personally think it's like really fake, because I'm trying to make the video as interesting as possible, but then like I'm being fake by doing that because I'm trying to make it better, when really it's just like an average video. Do you know what I mean? Whereas this is like more me. I'd rather sit down and like speak about things, or like, I don't know, I really don't know. But if anyone has any suggestions of like types of videos they think I should do based on my personality and stuff, then definitely let us know, and I will try my best to do them, even if they're just like 5, 10, 15 minutes long, and stuff like that. And yeah, but I hope everyone's doing amazing. Also, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I hope the start of 2019 has been amazing for everyone. And I will see you next time. Bye!